How's it going, everyone? My name is Zal and welcome to The Park, an indie psychological horror game in which you play a concerned mother frantically searching for your son in a creepy amusement park. This playthrough of The Park was streamed live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Xaladin Gaming, where we do playthroughs of all sorts of games ranging from AAA to indie with no contempt for any genre in an attempt to 100%/platinum them. Whilst this playthrough is edited for your viewing pleasure, if you want to watch us live, I stream Monday to Friday at 6 PM BST. Likewise, if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below on what your thoughts are on The Park. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the playthrough, and thank you for watching. We are playing The Park today. I don't know too much about it. It literally says, a first-person psychological horror experience set in a creepy amusement park. I've got no other information than that, apart from this fucking Chuck E. Cheese ass-looking ass. But yeah, let's do it. Sorry, was that a boy with an AK? What the fuck was that? Ooh, these graphics look kind of nice. You know, they're not amazing or anything, but like, it's better than I thought they would look like. The Park is a narrative experience, best played in a dark room, wearing headphones. It deals with subject matters that may be disturbing to some players. During the course of play, the Park may manipulate graphics. Okay, let me read it all. Oh, she's pretty. I don't know about you guys, but I've always loved hoop earrings.
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum. Stay in the car. We'll go and ask information.
You know what? Some game... Oh my god. That is 5 sensitivity. Are you... Oh my god. How fast do they want you to turn? My god. What the hell is 10? You know what's really weird? Is that it affects left and right, but it doesn't affect up and down. That's so bizarre. Don't worry, son. I'm gonna go find Mr. Bear for you. Scanning area protocol number 1. Bear not here. Secondary check. Mate, this is the slowest I can go for left and right. That is bizarre. Alright, we'll roll with it. Atlantic Island Park, a tribute to the untamed heart of Solomon Island and the people who used their talents to bring the dream of Nathaniel Winter to life. That's such a cool name, by the way, Nathaniel Winter. Oof, protaganist. Let's go. May this park be a place where joy and laughter are gathered and used to infect all of those who follow after. Dedicated this first day of May 1977, James B. Longley. All right, so this is a cool park. I approve. I approve. I can't wait for it not to be because horror. Hello. We good?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son's tattoo.
You're creepy as shit.
Stop. I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
I'm going to check the car because I don't believe anything in horror games ever. I'm gonna check the car. If my son's there, I'm driving out of here. We'll just leave him. Oh, I'll buy you a new teddy. Oh, god damn it, you actual child. Oh, no puddle physics. Worst game ever. 0 out of 10. Damn. Trophy! Yay! Welcome to the park. Careful, guys. The situation has escalated.
The park is now closed. Have a safe journey home.
Oh, the lights are breaking. Oh, my vision's going dark. Oh, okay. Well. That's not how the day-night cycle works. Well, this got infinitely creepier. I'll tell you what. I'm going to make a prediction for this game now. Keep in mind, I don't want any spoilers as to what, like, actually is going to happen in this game. My prediction is that my son isn't real.
You can't catch me.
Wanna bet, you little fucking runt? You are in serious trouble, mister. No ice cream for you! Fuck off, birds! Son. Open mouth. Son. Open mouth. Son. Yeah, it's open mouth, come on. Hello!
Too dark. I'm not going in there without a flashlight.
Oh, smart protagonist. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm not going to argue with someone who's actually got logic. It's actually a really pretty park. You lost your shoe already?
This belongs to Callum.
How do you lose a shoe?
Look at this distinguished gentleman.
Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
Chad the Chipmunk. Chad the Chipmunk. I'd like to petition to be the 4th member of the Chipmunks. Alvin, Simon, Theodore, Chad. Chad the Chipmunk, worst in class. Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead-end job. Chad will die a useless slob. Well, I don't know what I'm more impressed by, the lyrical genius of that graffiti or the fact that I read it through in one take without getting tongue-tied. Oh, he's got just the right amount of pudge. That's cute. I approve. Purchased the land on Solomon Island for a pittance, I might add. Whatever old Archie Henderson did to the locals, just the mention of his name had people slamming doors and locking shutters from the moment I arrived on the island. My lawyers had arranged everything in advance, but the retailer still had to come and deliver the keys to me personally. He took it upon himself to offer me another warning. I don't know what you're planning to do with this land, Mr. Winter, but the soil here is bitter with a curse, carried from the old country. Old man Henderson, he did terrible dark things. The land remembers, sir. Ooh, I wonder if this got some occult thing going on. I dismissed him shortly afterwards, mostly amused by his pathetic attempts at warning me off. I have a great vision for this place, and the will to see that vision through to the very end. Atlantic Island Park, the name is perfect, and I cannot imagine it being anything else. That's something amazing. Okay, so it's been built on some cursed land then. Where are we? Oh, Tunnel of Tales. Ooh. Callum. Callum. Well, guess we're running the swan. Look at my swan. My swan is amazing. Swans are dangerous creatures, you know. They can break your leg with one of their wings. Did y'all know that?
Callum, where did you go? Callum, where did you go?
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named...
I love this story!
They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup. What will become of us? The woodcutter asked his wife.
At least the voice acting in this game is good.
I tell you what, husband. We will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there. No, my wife, I cannot do that, said the man. Then we will all 4 starve, you fool. Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. Do not fret, Gretel, Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground to fill his pockets.
Pocketses. Goodbye, child. It's so dark, even with the brightness turned up all the way.
The woodcutter leads the children into the forest. Before they leave, their mother gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get no more food that day. Clever Hansel leaves a trail of white stones behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their parents' house. After receiving a thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods, the children are sent to bed without any supper. Hansel tried to sneak out and collect more white stones, but found that the door was locked.
Okay.
Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself, the wife told the woodcutter. In the morning, their mother gave them a slice of bread and led them deep into the forest once again. Hansel broke his bread into pieces, but hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed.
Ooh. Fucking birds. See, nothing good comes from trusting birds.
By their parents and unable to find the trail home, the children wandered in the forest for 3 days.
Children lost in the woods. Love to see it.
Children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house.
House sure is strange.
Its walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls.
Fucking nutcase.
Nibble, little mouse. at my house.
Sorry, I'm a nibbler.
The old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes. Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you.
So used to watching this being skipped on YouTube. Why would I skip this? This is a banging story.
The old woman reminded them of their cruel mother. Come, children, don't be afraid. I have something for you.
It's a massive...
lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside.
Yep, that's true. Stranger gives you candy, you walk into your house.
Still licking their sweets, followed. She stuffed Hansel into a cage and put Gretel to work, sweeping.
Child labor. We'd love to see it's alive and well.
Your brother will make a good mouthful.
You can't say that to a kid! No!
He is fattened up. I shall feast upon him.
No!
Time passed.
Eb, welcome on in.
Hansel refused to eat, fearing the day that the witch would eat him. The witch, for her part, grew impatient. Today I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel. Climb inside and light the oven.
What did I walk in on? Just cooking kids, don't worry about it.
Understand. Where is the opening? Fool, the old witch said. The opening is here. And she moved to show Gretel. Seizing her courage, brave Gretel gave the witch a shove.
Let's go, heroines.
Crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bolt over the door to the oven. Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together...
Is this how the story actually goes, by the way? I haven't heard this in a while.
And begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked.
Oh, please don't tell me they eat her, too.
And then, because even children can't survive on sweets...
Oh!
They divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
Is that how it goes? So the moral of the story is, oh, hi, how are you? Oh, I didn't like that. Trophy, swans, gingerbread, and chocolate. Yay! I like all of those things.
Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy. Looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
Okay, so we got a bit more backstory on the person we are right now. It appears we might be. I'm going to assume we're a single mum, and we're not in the best financial situation. So that's actually quite interesting. We can't spend the whole day on the swan, even though it's a cute little deed. We can't spend the whole day here. Looks like we're going to the Octotron now. I hope there's an octopus there. I'm starting to feel like I haven't actually picked a horror game. I've picked like whenever it says psychological horror, I guess it means less Outlast, more Edith Finch. Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbon, so the only real question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. The customers will come out of simple curiosity. I deduced what was needed from the banned writings of Archie Henderson. It's astonishing to think that resonance of positive emotions can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon, I will know if it's all been for nothing. Oh, well, this seems to be very nice. This guy's just doing positive stuff. Indie horror is great. It's where... Mind rock, I was having a conversation. It's where all the soul is, anymore in my opinion. I'd heavily agree with that. I haven't played an indie horror game I haven't liked. Oh, yep, that is an octopus. There's a few issues I've noticed with the sound, because like there was a bit of wet sound to indicate the water. right? But it was happening whilst I was on land and from the left of my headset.
The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
Eyewitness report. Oh, okay. Statement. We were waiting for our turn on the ride, Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. No, I feel that. Mascots are weird. I know American football has, like, mascots and whatnot, but I find them so creepy. Same thing with, like, Chuck E. Cheese or anything like that. I can't deal with their stuff. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice, and at first we thought he was making some animal like a tiger or a lion. But as more and more ice fell away, when you first looked, it was like a human face smiling out of that block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about the proportions. Something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster. Like you were prey and that thing was just, in the ice was a hunter. But then these teenagers walked up and made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit. And then, well, he went berserk. Oh, fuck. For a few moments, it was chaos. Everyone was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground. And he was stabbing with the ice pick. And blood was spraying and people were screaming and Frank and I had the kids. And we were dragging them away as fast as we could. And the last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of those poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. Oh god, what kind of bad day do you have to stab a kid over an ice sculpture? Oh, Polaroid! Shake it like a Polaroid picture! Griffey, you look terrified. You look like you don't want to be there. And Callum doesn't look like your son. It looks like you just stolen a child. Oh, do we get to ride the octopus? Let's ride the octopus. Tentacle time, ooh, oh my god, I'm ready for all these tentacles. They're gonna be so good. Oh yeah. Oh my god, there's cars on this. Oh, they all look like Brum. Look at them. They're so cute. Look, they have derpy little faces. Oh, I love them. Whee! It's the best day ever. Best day ever. It's the best day ever. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah! Oh, hello! Jesus, fuck! Hi! Kind of reminds me of that, Princess and the Frog guy.
But if you ain't, don't blame me.
Can I get a... Fuck.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me.
Oh?
I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different.
Oh, jeez.
It was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered. And as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single traitorous thought.
I don't get what they mean there, in all honesty. Like, I'm sure many mothers go through that with like, oh, is that it? Are we good? I can't really comment too much on that because I'm neither a parent nor a mum. Sorry. There's something in there. Oh, yeah, there is. I thought working in the park for a summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of the season here really drags. There aren't many tourists around, and so most of the staff spend their days standing and gossiping. And most of that gossip is about Chad. I mean, Steve. See? Even I'm starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's the goddamn suit. In the beginning, it was a laugh. Steve, the local lush, as Chad the Chipmunk. Child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all of that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first, it was little things, like refusing to change out of the suit at work, taking it home with him every day. Ooh. Suit curse, then? Ooh. Could be interesting. But then I saw him at Susie's Diner still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to the park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. But nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by, and apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since the last time I saw him. Puking up in a gutter outside Sequoia Station, because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice, though, they give me the creeps. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a bit. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, sizing me up, eye-fucking me, whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually, I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Steve, wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Or a henman. Okay. So, quick question. What's a lush? What's a lush? Is that a whore or is that a drunk? It's a drunk. Oh, okay. I was right. Why did I think it was a whore? Alright, any here. Oh, fuck off! Fucking asshole. What the fuck kind of mascot is this, by the way? Is it a duck? It looks like a Demogorgon, but also a duck. Demo duck? Hello. I want to do some Boompay cars. Oh, a cutscene. Let's go. Yeah. Shocking revelations. Is that past, present, or future? If it's past, like, we could honestly be hallucinating right now. The shakes! During the transport of the bumper cars into the arena, one of the straps attaching the load to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing directing the driver. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Oh, poor Francis. Describe any injuries caused. Francis was killed. Dexter, the truck driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load, undoing the straps. Nobody else reported seeing that. The sheriff has requested that Dexter provide him with urine samples. What could have been done to prevent the accident incident? Double checking the straps after transit should be mandatory, and drug screenings for all drivers. The local laborers are very superstitious, and this hasn't helped. Some of them are refusing to return to work. So we have someone from the local church walk the park and exercise spirits. Fair play. I can't move my camera. Oh, yay! Go home, race car, you're drunk! You're liquored, you're smashed, you're fandangled, you're chippy rude. You're a lush! You're a lush! What do you think about what you've done, Billy Goose?
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother. Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was.
Is that really a bad mum thing?
The sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me.
What the
But
fuck?
instead my mouth said, "Yes, Sheriff."
I don't quite know what's going on, but like, you know, you're not a failure if you're a single bum. I'm just putting that out there. There's a big ass Ferris wheel. What's this? Continually delayed by the incompetence of the builders. The problem is that they are locals and they believe a lot of the rumors about what Old Man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on those tales. Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, those fools are crossing themselves against the black magic. Of course, is why I chose this site over all the other potentials. Solomon Island is a nexus for dark energies, and the thought of all that power just dissipating beneath the earth here, it makes my skin crawl. I called in a few favors back in Brooklyn and got someone at the local academy to see if they had any interesting books about local history. Turns out they do, and it turns out that Old Man Henderson has some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find the piece of the plans I'm still missing. Interesting. Ride the Ferris wheel, hold up. Oh, hello. Inspector connects. After touring the park, riding the rides, and viewing the startling number of incidents suffered here in the park, it is the inspector's opinion that the Atlantic Island Park should be shut down until Nathaniel Winter complies with all safety regulations. While I understand that there is a sensitive political relationship between Mr. Winter and the Senator, I nevertheless suggest that such political considerations be set aside in condemning Atlantic Island Park. The rides, at first glance, appear well constructed. Oh, we've got a typo! We've got a typo! Appear well constructed! You goober! That's meant to be well! But the sheer number of incidents in the park during the last few years, and during construction, lead me to believe that there is something wrong at the base level of construction, and we should close the park and fully investigate flaws. To wit! That's such a great segue. Little bit of wording, by the way. To wit! Here is a partial list of the facilities in the park since opening only 2 years ago. Family of 3 killed when a roller coaster cart derailed. 14 separate incidents of broken bones and crushed ribs while riding the Octotron. 3 suicides from atop the Ferris wheel. Oh, damn. A child seriously injured on the escalator. Really? To be fair, that's more the child's fault than the escalator's fault. Like, the escalator goes up and down. It's not that hard. Over a dozen reported missing in the House of Horrors since its construction. 1 report of drowning in the Tunnel of Tales. Don't fall out the boat then, idiot. The sheer volume of incidents means that it is me. We've got another typo! That's supposed to be my! That is my strongest recommendation that Atlantic Park be closed immediately. Damn, 2 typos in one place? Jeez, that's pretty rough. Maybe it's not a typo and it's just an accent. You don't write your accent down, not in a formal letter like this. Who writes, oh, I can feel it in me bones? I'm a weird person. I don't like to talk to people IRL, but I like to talk on Twitch and things like that. Honestly, that's not that weird. I found it easier to do that when I was like in the throes of my social anxiety. Although now I'm much better off.
People come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off.
Oh.
After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others.
Oh.
He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home. I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale.
Aw.
I can't tell you
That's
if
cute.
it was made that night or one of the ones that followed. But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Don and I moved in together, but then, well, he died. According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Don was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
Is she talking to herself? Yes, as all great protagonists do. Why should I worry? Why should I care? Why should I care? Hey, roller coaster ticket. Yeah. Oh! Uh-huh. Alright. You've been called into this work meeting because you've been really inappropriate with some of the staff. Mainly touching butts and yelling the phrase, "Booyah, shorty got a dumpy." I don't know if you're familiar with the terms and conditions of your work here, but that is not allowed. That is not allowed, and we're going to suspend you without pay for 3 weeks. Okay? Tidy up your fucking behavior. You just stole a roller coaster ticket from a baby.
Idolize their children.
I mean, yeah.
Hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk. Their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping up piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... We all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
Hi, it's me again. I'd like to apologize for my earlier outburst regarding your behavior. Turns out I'm a bit of a psycho fuck. Jesus, what was that? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I can understand. I think this is trying to go through, like, the frustrations of being a parent and, like, you know, in a shitty circumstance. Yeah, that's cool. We haven't actually had a... I don't think we've played a game with that sort of angle before, but, like, I don't get it so far. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe it picks up. Let me in! Let me in, you little fuck! Let me in! Let me in! Alright, guess we're going. Ups and downs, like a roller coaster.
What do you want?
We need to talk about Callum.
What?
What do you mean? What have you done to him?
Something. You and your boy are everything that this place doesn't want. The antithesis of what we stand for.
Okay.
Where is Callum?
The poor child. He tried so hard to do what he was taught. He even left you a trail of breadcrumbs. But the park is just so...
If he did what he was told, he would have stayed in the fucking car!
Where my son is?
The witch has him now. Has both of you. No happy ending here, I'm afraid.
Just leave me alone.
Fool. You always were.
Whee! Oh. Oh. Well, that's a really cool transitional shot, not gonna lie. Whee! Oh. Oh, we got a bump. Oh. Oh! Oh! The quick question regarding the law, does that count as a hit and run if you're incapable of stopping yourself from running? It works! The calculations and adjustments work. The transport and storage mechanisms seem to be flawless. What a wonderful day. If only those people knew what they were fueling. And so, what if a few people leave the park and end, at the end of the day, feeling dour? So what if the children are more scared than excited on a roller coaster? This would be the doorway to immortality, and such doorways only open to those who had the will to find the key. I'm starting to think the guy who made this park was a bit of a nutcase. You know, I originally thought he was pretty sweet. He was like, oh, I'm doing this for the kids. That's so nice of you. And then there's just like, power! Immortality! I'm insane! Flashlight? I need that to go in the House of Horrors, but like, not gonna lie, if I can pick up the flashlight, why wouldn't I pick up this fucking axe? Pick it up!
The witch awaits. Callum has bruises on his arms, finger marks. Someone has been hurting him! I've asked him, demanded really, to know where he got the marks. But he doesn't want to answer me. Something has scared him into silence.
Okay.
Doesn't dare talk. He's been changing too. Something sinister lurks in the darkness behind his eyes. I catch him staring at me at odd moments. In the night, he tosses and turns and cries out words that I cannot understand. When I try to soothe him, he snaps and bites at my fingers. I think he wants to talk to me. I think he wants to tell me. But they are watching him every minute of every day. They are whispering to him in his sleep, changing him. They are taking my baby away from me. I can save him. And there will be pain. But I love him, and in the end, he will understand why.
Yeah, that's got a giant red flag. Alright, so if we go over this way, we should go into SideShow Alley. Yes. Ooh. Oh. Fuck. Yeah, let's read the newspaper.
I was shocked by that one.
Killer
I found out
instinct.
who did it.
Cotton candy corpse leaves sour taste in park goers' mouths. Interesting! Yesterday evening, visitors to Atlantic Island Park were shocked and horrified by the discovery of a dismembered corpse behind the cotton candy stand. According to the local authorities, the corpse is yet to be identified. However, they have confirmed the remains appear to be those of a child. Ooh. I don't know why I oohed at that, I'm not gonna lie. That'll make the candy floss much tastier. The corpse was discovered by a group of teenagers from Innsmouth Academy who noticed a pair of ravens tugging at something just out of sight behind the shack. Nathaniel Winter, the owner of Atlantic Island Park, has released the following statement. It is a true tragedy when something like, this occurs. We got another spelling error! Number 3! Especially in a place that was designed to bring forth happiness and joy. The staff of Atlantic Island Park offered their condolences to the family and friends of the victim and will cooperate fully with authorities to help bring this case to rest. The Solomon Chronicle will provide daily updates on this story going forward. I really thought this would be a game where we got chased, but I guess not. It's been very chill. Well, follow the breadcrumbs, right? Hi. Salmon corpse. No, I'd much rather... Can I have a look at the clown? Alright.
Poor bastard. Who did this to him?
If I look up and the clown's gone... Alright, we go. I don't know why you guys are... Oh, Jesus! Classic Chad. Oh, yeah. Nothing screams classic Chad than standing over a dead body in the middle of an alleyway. In a fucking fursuit. Can I not leave? Okay. What do you mean saving my games failed? What do you mean the service might be temporarily inaccessible? What do you mean? Game, are you okay? I know you've had 3 spelling errors, but how have you forgotten how to save? Take pills? Yeah, that's what I need to be doing right now. Taking drugs. I'm a good boy, but you know what? Mama said that it was okay.
These are mine.
Mama said that it was quite alright. Oh, all that you love will be carried away. Yay. Some kids laugh and some kids cry, but mostly children simply die. Woo! Say no to graffiti. Your mother. I can taste your dreams. Fuck gravity. Oh, that's my favorite one. Sheriff Bannerman is a fat pig, but his daughter is hot. Fear the boogeyman. Stop picking your nose then. Oh, this is trippy as shit. What's this? Wide-eyed, every now and then I fall apart, and I need you more. No. No! I said no! Fuck your Uno reverse card! No! No! Some people's sleep paralysis even looks different. This is my one. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Yeah! Boom! Belly button is the signature of your personal creator. I believe her name was Mama. Every 17th child is a magnet for sinfulness, made omniscient by broken fires in the coastal strain. We don't believe that the earth belongs to battered goats and shamrock afterbirth. What the fuck is this sentence? Only the true naked wrens of righteous indignation are severed by war-crossed cleavages in trust. Exercise arrhythmia. Baymont will come to the island bearing the talisman, and he will shatter the seals that bind the orthodoxy of corruption. Only then will priests shoot, sluts reveal, housewives pontificate, and delayed messiahs make axles for the rescue of Tango and Cash. The fuck am I reading? Sweet the temptress who grips the shaft. Oh yeah! Absconding the third age fire into fourth age darkness while gods lie writhing on the shattered face of the earth. Gaia has sweetness and grace, but her days are numbered and heavy-fisted hives break before frozen wills and calligraphic actresses in pencil and paper pornography. The all-seeing eye will provide decade-long updates on the story going forward. Is the dev okay? I don't know what happened. I don't know how you can misspell the word the, but also... like, you know, write all of this. Did all the proofreading go into that section? Like, what happened? That makes a nice noise. Oh, hello. Oh. Don't do drugs, kids. What a strange trip it's been. I mean, yeah, we did bowl some teddies, like, you know, get clown punched by a weird skinny guy. All right.
The park is a collage of contradictions all of its own. Millions of people die every year in car crashes, and the park has little cars designed specifically to simulate that action. Hear the children scream with joy.
He's losing it.
You can walk away with 15 cents worth of mass-produced Chinese teddy bears while a grinning carny pockets your hard-earned $5. And what secrets lie beneath the sullen waters of the lake? The tears of jilted lovers, the soiled condoms of illicit affairs, the clotted blood of the lonely suicide. And the face of the witch looms over it all. I've always despised her toothy grin and warty nose. I hate that sparkle in her weathered, watchful eyes. I think Callum is waiting for me. Inside.
She's gotten more and more unhinged as, like, you know, we've gone along. Like, I'm starting to really not want to find Callum for fear of, like, us eating him or something, you know? Small PSA, don't eat children. Okay, we're back at the start again, so all that's left is House of Horrors. Can we leave the park now? Out of curiosity, can we leave the park without going into that that hellscape over there? Oh. Hello, witch. How art thou? You doing good, sweetie? Carrie Killian is Satan's whore. Who's Carrie Killian? Is that me? Oh my god, a loading screen? No, I wanted to see what was going on, not be enveloped in darkness. Good for her, getting that Satan ussy. Oh my god, get that deviled dick. Oh my god. What's this? Done. Atlantic Island Park has closed its gates. A jeering throng of townfolk gathered as we hung the heavy iron padlock on the gates. Small-minded fools, scared of what they don't understand. My machines lie silent and dejected, but I am not beaten. I have sent my wife and son back to Boston. Boston! Sent to Boston! And I have retreated here to the House of Horrors. I must think. If I step on you, are you gonna bite me? Fair enough. I really thought it was gonna, like, do a heckin' nom. Although we don't actually know if there's anything supernatural yet.
Don't leave me!
Okay. Oh, I don't like. Oh, I not gonna lie. The. You dickhead. Not gonna lie. Mirror houses freak me the fuck out. I don't know why. You look lovely. Turn around, wide-eyed. Every now and then I fall apart, and I need you more than ever. Hello. Doing good there, sir. Don't mind me. I'm all good. Oh, Pride Chad? Oh, let's go, Pride Chad. He was doing a trust falls out. Oh yeah, don't trust me to do anything. You picked the wrong person to do a trust fall with, and you failed him. No, I didn't. I didn't. He failed himself. Failed himself. Way to victim blame. Listen, if you nah. If I walked down the dairy aisle and then I wanted to be in the frozen aisle, you wouldn't say it's victim blaming. You just call me an idiot. Don't be an idiot. Don't fall over in front of me expecting me to catch you. Don't be a muppet. Well, you are an idiot. Yeah, that's not the point. Where is that shadow coming from? You little shit. Incidents, and I cannot dismiss them as random chance. The park works, but something is interfering with its intended function. It's as though the very air in this place is corrupting the power even as I collect it. A few causalities here and there are acceptable, but when the employees go on stabbing rampages, it draws attention. I'd rather not have the boys in blue, either kind, investigating this place too closely. There's two kinds of blue? One of them's police. What's the other boys in blues? Thinking about Steve, I rather liked him. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît. Please get out of my fucking way. I tell you what, there's one thing this game does really well, and it's the atmospheric noises in the background, like the little hushes, like the creaking of floorboards, all of that. It really puts some extra layers of stress onto exploring here. Not enough for me to be in full-blown panic or anything, you know. But then I feel like I've been spoiled by Outlast in this regard. Like, they're the kings of doing that. But like, this definitely has an eerie feel to it. So props to I don't even know who made this. Actually, we'll have to look it up afterwards.
One little dark way.
Right. One little duck went out one day. We're gonna stay out my fucking way. Mess with my ducks and I'll kill you. Do it twice, I'll kill you too. Alright, what's behind this door? Stairs. My arch nemesis. Here we go. Hello. Oh. Nightmare Circus? A circus burns to the ground on opening night, killing dozens. The owner is put to death by enraged mob of townsfolk. Just as he shouts out a curse, now Raven, a dark-souled wanderer, comes to the ruins at dusk in search of his missing mother. Aw, look at that drawing.
After they let me out,
Allegedly.
they gave Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home.
Oh.
I barely recognized it. Where there had been color and light, there were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away.
And they let me out.
I tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum and did the things that they told me.
Oh no, it came back from the birth, right.
Said every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
Okay. Oh, I found the bear. The Wiltings. Are these real books? With this novel, Susan Anscombe cements her place as one of the most important science fiction writers of a generation. A solar flare has struck the Earth. Millions of people are uprooted from their homes. A young meteorologist searches desperately for a way to stop global overheating. An exotic dancer named Chance O'Hara is the key to saving the world. Again, dynamic, exciting, bombastic, everything we've come to expect from an Anscombe novel. Chance O'Hara is back, and you better believe that she's bigger, better, and bolder than ever. A Rubik's Cube! I care about this! No! Why won't you let me solve it? I want to solve it! Oh, that's cute. Is this meant to be our house? I'm gonna assume so. I already figured that the family came from, like, a sort, I don't want to say destitute, but like a sort of poorer background. I received your letter and I'm quite surprised. You ran off with your father all of those years ago, then disappeared off the edge of the map. And then when I finally tracked you down, refused to answer any of my letters. And now you write to me asking for help. I have another family now and another life. Your father was a horrible man, and I regret the years that I wasted with him. I loved you, I truly did, but every year you grew more and more like him. You were his girl, never really mine. Still, I would have fought for custody if you hadn't run away with him. It broke my heart, but I needed to go on living. I can't let you back into my life without picking open old wounds. I'm sorry, Lorraine, but I just can't do it. Maybe one day it'll be easier and I can meet Callum, but not yet. I'm not ready to forgive you. Please don't contact me again, Karen. Alright, Miss Milliard, or Mallard? Miss Mallard, the bird. As we agreed at our meeting today, we consider you fully recovered from your illness. This letter is official notification you are considered sound of mind and body and may return to work at any time. Please note that you should discontinue any medication that you have been using and dispose of any remaining medicines. If you feel at any time that you are suffering a relapse, then please make contact with your local physician immediately. We wish you continued good health, Dr. Spencer. I'm wondering what condition we're suffering with. Maybe it might be depression. Maybe a big bug is just sitting on my lamp. What do? Burn the entire house down? No, you sit on the lamp too. If you assert dominance by sitting on the lamp like the bug does, then, like, you know, you will win. Stare into my soul. Notes for oh, okay, it's the psychologist notes. Lorraine seems to be suffering from, hey, depression! There we go, fucking called it. That began early in her pregnancy. Our discussions have made it obvious that these episodes stem from the grief of losing her partner, Don, who died about 6 months ago. Okay, so we're getting a time frame here. There are also several unresolved issues with her father. After being kept under careful observation, we provided standard treatment, including electroconvulsion. Excuse me? Including electroconvulsion therapy. The patient responded and made a rapid recovery. Oh yeah, that's how you cure depression. Just fucking zap the cunt. Yeah, oh, what? Yeah, okay, Jesus Christ. Is that really a thing people do? Aftercare recommendations, weekly follow-up with a local physician, mood stabilizers, lithium-based? I've never heard of lithium-based mood stabilizers, not gonna lie. Discharge instructions. Lorraine has a newborn son, Callum, who was placed in foster care shortly after birth when Lorraine displayed symptoms of disorientation and depression. What? It is our judgment that Lorraine is fit to have her son return to her, and as long as she follows her recommended aftercare routine and continues with her medication, we have faith that she will be an effective caregiver. Lorraine has her own housing, and employer Susie has said she is welcome to return to her shifts at the diner. Norma Creed, a local woman, has offered to care for Callum while Lorraine works. It is with the support network in mind that we feel confident releasing Lorraine from this institution. A prescription for Zoloft can be filled at Flagg's Pharmacy in Kingsmouth. She has been advised to start with a 10mg dose and then, based on the advice of a doctor, to increase the medication as needed. I need to Google here. Lithium medication. Lithium side effects. That's what I want to look up. Side effects. Feeling sick, diarrhea, a dry mouth / or metallic taste in the mouth, feeling thirsty and needing to drink more and pee more than usual, slight shaking of the hands, feeling tired and sleepy, and weight gain. Oh, there's more. Confusion, poor memory or lack of awareness, fast pounding or irregular heartbeat or pulse, frequent urination, increased thirst, slow heartbeat, stiffness of the arms and legs, troubled breathing. Jesus, this doesn't seem safe at all. What time period are we in then? Because like the fact that I haven't, for those who don't know, I've been offered like a lot of medication for depression. Like I've never heard of like lithium. Lithium was an old method for treating mental disorders. It's literally poison. Yeah, I can see. It looks awful. We're glossing over the electroshock therapy, by the way. That has never helped anyone in their fucking life. This is, I'll tell you what, this is really interesting, but also like that is rough. I'd love to know what time period we're in though. Okay, our inquiry into the estate of Mr. Donald Williams has been completed. We regret to inform you that the primary beneficiaries of his estate, including the life insurance settlement for accident or death, were listed as Rose Williams and Richard Williams of New York State, the deceased parents. Our agency made contact with Mr. and Mrs. Williams and explained your situation, especially as regards the birth of Donald's son, Callum. Unfortunately, they were not receptive to our overtures, and they specified that without any legal proof of a biological relationship, they consider you ineligible to receive any of the monies from Donald's estate. They have asked that we no longer contact them regarding this matter. I understand that this may have a negative impact on your current financial situation. I hope that I am not being too forward when I enclose the bill for our services with this letter. Oh, that's cheeky. Sincerely, Edward Stapleton, attorney. All right, let's go out the exit, shall we? Okay, that's one door down, right? Nope. Oh, yay! Oh, just what I wanted. We've got oh, I can take pills. Yay! A PT thing going on here. Oh, Lorraine, things aren't right between us at the moment. I know. I want to try and explain it. I think it's because I'm so far from home and I'm working so hard. Every day working at the park, it gets worse. Like a spring inside my mind, winding tighter and tighter and tighter. Okay, so this is Don. When we go for drinks after work, it gets a little better. The guys relax and we laugh and we're good people again. I don't want to come home to you without being in my right mind. But when this job is done, we need to get out of this place. We need to go back to the city where I don't feel like this anymore. I love you, Donald. P.S. I was thinking about names for boys and girls. I like Callum for a boy and Emma if it's a girl. Aw. A shocking true story. Hunger. The story of Holodomor. In the spring of 1933, in the Soviet Ukraine, an entire population found themselves without food. Over the course of the coming months, the situation grew critical and reports of mass malnutrition began to filter into the upper echelons of the government. The people had been left without very little bite or sup. That reminds me of the Hansel and Gretel thing. It was to become, we got another one! It was to become on the greatest tragedies of mass starvation that the world had ever seen. Now our panel of Soviet experts have uncovered compelling evidence that the families were forced to resort to cannibalism in order to survive the terrible winter. In this never-before-seen expose, read about how the starving parents cooked and ate their own children. Hi! How are you? Is this a bad time for me to tell you that? I'm gonna eat your brain! Alright, well, I was just joking. Okay, I'm sorry. Milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish sticks, Zoloft prescription. Remember, take the pills, follow up with Dr. Spencer, organize babysitter for Callum. Good shopping list.
One little duck went out one day over the hills and far away.
Oh, that's the end of the song.
The duck said quack, quack. quack. But no little ducks came back.
Oh. Hush, little baby, don't stay away. I didn't run away, Dad took me. Oh, thank you, William, for the new watch. It is very nice and has made me happier. Okay. I don't know about anyone else, but I really do like the PT style of like the looping corridors and whatnot. I think it's so interesting to go back through areas that have like changed in like very subtle ways. It's very nice that they put something like that in. This is really odd. Yeah, I'll knock back, you drippy spear. Fuck off. Oh, there is blood on the hat now. More Zoloft all over the place. Wow, this place is getting real fucked now. Okay. Oh, the paintings. Oh my god. Yeah, huh? Oh, lovely. Oh, yeah, they're all bloodied and awful. Oh, yay. Hooray. Oh, that's fantastic. Milk, Zoloft prescription. Cheese, Zoloft prescription. Bread, Zoloft prescription. Butter, Zoloft prescription. Remember, more pills. Tickets to park. Stars shining right above you. Dream a little dream of... Oh, fuck. Awesome. Bloody chair. Honestly, this is creeping me out a little bit. Not gonna lie, the artistry here could use a little bit of work, but... Oh, fuck that! Nah. Don't like this. Don't particularly enjoy the hanging babies. Oh, their eyes are cut out too. Oh, charming. That's exactly what I want to see. Just, okay. Eyeless naked babies. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Oh, at least that one's got an ashtray. That's cool. At least Bear's still here. You're having a time out in the corner. Oh, you've still got an eye. That's good. That's good. Good for you, little one. Good for... Will it... Hush, little baby, don't say a word. All of your eyes are going to birds. Oh, a head.
All I wanted to do was play with you.
I'm sorry, has your head been replaced by Zolift? Okay. Oh, I don't like this. I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, you are Zolift. Nobody loves you. Callum is no longer who he once was. Oh, no. Alright, I'll bite. What's it? I don't like that. I'm just gonna... Oh! Yay. Okay, I'm starting to feel like we may have killed our son at some point. I don't know when. I feel like the Zolift has made us go a little bit... what's the best word to describe it? Fucking nuts? That might be the best way of describing it. There's a baby in the oven. There's an ice pick in the freezer with blood on it, and there's a burned thing our son drew us. And there's babies hanging all over the ceiling. That's cool. Oh, you know what? What if Callum isn't? Hold up. So remember at the beginning where I said my theory for this game is that Callum isn't real? I'm starting to feel like maybe Callum never actually got to this age either. Maybe we killed Callum as a baby? That's good. That's so morbidly dark though. That would explain all the imagery and you know, the hanging babies. Oh, I hope that's not the case. That's not okay. Oh no. Oh, yay. Yeah. Alright, I guess we'll go this way. You should not have that, young man! Take your eyes off of your baby for 1 second. Not only have they all multiplied, but they become headless, smoking, fucking, drinking lushes! You lush! You're a lush! They become literal reprobates. Well, I can't wait to see what the next trip around brings us. Oh, the babies are gone. Oh, uh-huh. What's in the fridge, dearie? Oh, I don't like, Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this! Need to clean out the fridge? Yeah, no kidding. Oh, baby's on fire too? Yo, this music's intense. How did that get more intense from, like, eyeless babies? Like, I'm genuinely impressed. This isn't the house. Okay.
Stories are told again and again, and from their shape we build our understanding of the world. Two children are led into the woods. They are lost for a time, but then are captured by an old witch. A child goes missing in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch.
Okay.
In the oldest version of this story, the mother and the witch were the same person. I never wanted to be the witch. But I am, aren't I?
Did you kill your son? Like, I wanna know, not gonna lie. Uh-huh. This is really odd. No, fucking banger. All the clubs are playing this one. Alright, examine book. Hansel and Gretel. Where the fuck are we? A fucking villainous secret door? Listen. Oh. Cutscene.
Callum. Callum!
These cutscenes are actually made really well.
Callum.
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 Vibe check. You good, buddy?
Callum!
Are you dead? Callum failed the vibe check. Oh. Yep, just a tad. Oh, hello. Don't do it. Oh.
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine.
Wait, what?
Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time.
Is this guy from the beginning? Oh, hello.
Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Yay! Dreamlike State, woo! But what? Mate, I'm bare confused. How? What? How is that the end? Did we kill him or not? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't get it. Now that I've got a better look at it, that is not an AK-47. That is indeed a teddy bear. That's how it ends, though. The mist leaves the park. I've just had a look at this. We have to attempt to leave at the very beginning of the game. Oh, and yeah, and have a conversation with Chad. Those are the only 2 trophies we got left to do. That's such an ambiguous ending, though. So since we're literally just going to get our last 2 trophies, what does everyone think about this? It felt rushed and unfinished. It felt like it's tried to do a few different things. I thought there was like a murder mystery, and then it got the Depression and Zoloft angle in. I don't get the character. I don't get the character's motivations, you know?
Oh, what am I thinking? I can't leave.
But I can, though. I just did. I got a trophy for doing it. Using mental illness as the MacGuffin is a bit bleh. It is indeed, especially like I see what Poi meant about it not being handled correctly. Like it just, I feel like we might have to start a new game. I definitely feel that to finish my point, I definitely feel the mental illness was not handled particularly well. I don't think it was It's weird because it's not outright disrespectful, is it? It's definitely... I genuinely don't think that it was necessarily needed for this game, and if it was, I don't understand what the point of it was. I get that a lot of games like this are supposed to be ambiguous, like especially like, you know, when it's like a psychological mystery and whatnot. But if you're going to take a real, like, a very real topic of mental health, mental illness, whatever, it's got to be done in a way that is accurate but makes sense. Have you found the game? The game itself's been pretty good. I've actually enjoyed the atmosphere. Like, everything about it's, like, pretty good. Like, the mental health MacGuffin is what we're talking about right now. Because, like, there was a part, like, later in the game where it's like, oh, there was, like, electroshock therapy and, like, battling with depression and whatnot. I feel like this game was trying to give us a message and whatnot. And, like, my original thought with the message was, like, oh, like, being a single parent, like, and struggling with that is, like, really difficult. And, like, you know, it's okay to feel angry, upset, and, like, you know, have those moments in life where you don't want to do it anymore. I thought it was going to, like, sort of delve into that, but, like, it never really went anywhere with it. It just, like, it was just like, I feel bad, now I'm going to kill my son. You know, that's kind of, like, the vibe I got. You know, it feels like it was handled by people that don't have any experience, with all that, and it fell into a pitfall of stereotypes because of it. I'm inclined to agree with you. I can't obviously, like, definitively say at all, because I don't know the developer's backstory behind this or anything. Like, I'd love to, if I was a bigger streamer, I'd love to get in contact with the developers of these type of games and, like, have a discussion about it. But no, let's talk about some of the other things about this game. Its music is actually pretty nice. I approve. Like, its sound design is good. It has a few issues, like the sloshing of waters, like, and the directional thing in headphones. It's not great, but, like, the actual, like, sounds they use are pretty spot on. I do like the different parts of the game. I think my favorite parts, I've got to say, Swan Ride. Swan Ride's pretty good. Piss off, you cunt! SideShow Alley is pretty good. I did like that section of the game. I also really liked Roller Coaster was pretty decent. Octotron was a lovely scare there. Right, let's do one final ride of the Swan Ride, and we'll do my closing thoughts on the game. So, for this last trophy, we have got to Chad. Have a conversation with Chad. During the Tunnel of Tales ride, there will be a point in the tale where the narrator says the following. The next morning, the woodcutter led the children into the forest. Look left, away from the tale. Oh, is that him there? That is him. That is Chad. Hi.
Clever.
How are you?
Trail of white stones
You doing good, buddy? Bye. Give my love to Alvin. And that is every achievement / trophy in the park. Hooray. No platinum trophy for this game, but we got it mainly for the vibes, which we love to see. We love to see a good vibe. Look at the origins of a lot of Disney stories. Oh, I know a lot of the old stories are fucked. But, like, Hansel and Gretel just seems to be one of the most fucked. There's no, like, good part of it. There's no, like, happy ending, is there? You know, the happy ending for that one is, hooray, 2 children are cannibals. Like, you know, that's the happy ending. Most old bedtime stories were cautionary tales to make children behave. Yeah, but what was the caution there? Was the caution like, oh, don't eat if you're starving? Like, you know, just die, 5-head? Don't eat houses, don't lick bricks. Stay away from construction sites. And don't accept candy from strangers. That's probably it, right? Don't go into the woods, eat random things, and don't trust strangers. But do feed the birds. This game has actually been incredibly chill. I wasn't expecting this game to be chill. When I was picking the horror games, I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick a few games without really looking at them, and we're gonna see what we get. I feel like I'm into the psychological horror more than, like, body horror and, like, stuff like that, because, like, it actually makes you think, and I'm quite here for that. I like what this game has attempted to do. I don't think it's been executed very well, personally. The plot is very hit and miss. Like, I feel like some parts work well. but I feel like the ending isn't enough of a payoff. Although I can't really state on whether or not the ambiguity of the ending of this game is part of its charm. But for me personally, it didn't really do it for me. I do enjoy the gameplay though. It very much is What Remains of Edith Finch mixed with Everyone's Gone to the Rapture. Very much like that sort of style where you walk around and, like, you know, examine stuff. The graphics are surprisingly okay for a 2016. This is 2016 for an indie game as well. Not bad at all. The controls are a little bit jank, I got to admit, especially like walking backwards. Like you can see little bits of shadow. It really isn't like you're going left, backwards, or any other direction other than forward. But considering we 100% did it and we took our time with it as well, it's taken us about 3.5 hours. If you're playing at, like, you know, not a snail's pace like I do, you can probably beat it in 2. But no, this has been the park. Has been the park. I hope everyone's enjoyed this. I know I did. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, real note, you're like twice as cool as everyone else who watched this video, but like that's a secret between you and me, okay? Feel free to check out all our socials in the description to keep up to date with whatever we're currently up to, and until next time, take care and have a damn good day.
Transformation Central! Transformation Central! Transformation Central! Transmogrification Central! Can you feel it? You're changing, alright. I hope you're sad.